girls with their nails done now.
Greetings, you beautiful poppers and you listeners out there in the introverse. We're back with another exciting episode of Cyber City, and wait, oh no, this is a very special few episodes of Cyber City because we've reached our near the season finale of our first chapter of Cyber City. And this is a really fun way to start because this is one of our first big events. It is the Battle of the Bands, and things are really starting to heat up. We now zoom in on the stadium. The bands are setting up the stage. The crowds are just forming outside the stadium. And of course, because it's Bill and Ted hosting it with their names and they're the master of ceremonies, everyone in Cyber City is showing up. Even people from the down below. And maybe it's because of the fact that we can actually see the stars now. Because of a pair of gentlemen, they happened to fire a giant laser into the sky twice and cleared the clouds that were permanently blocking the sun. Oh yes, and rumor has it that these two gentlemen are at the stadium, so even more people are showing up. And for fun, because of where the last episode left off, I'm actually going back to Leonidas' office as he's still at his broken window, staring daggers at the open sky. And deep in his heart, in his core of his being, he doesn't hear this, he feels these words coming to him. Leonidas! The man known as Leonidas shakes with an unfathomable fear. Are a fool? Why am I awake? Where's Kane? Where's my body? I have so much time left. You are a failure! Please, my lord, I will not fail you. Let me prove, let me show. I will have the body here. You will live again, my master. Yes, I give it a chance. You are a good boy, my special little guy. Prove yourself one more time, and we will be united for all eternity in our new host. You want that, don't you? Yes, my father. Yes, I'm the only one who knew your true potential, knew how special you were. I expelled Qin Shi Huang's influence. I freed your mind. Yes, and I will always be grateful. The screen goes black, and we go back to the stadium. No, listeners, you don't get everything. I will just leave you with that cliffhanger right now, just to let you contemplate the true fathom of what I have just revealed to you all. Are you going to figure it out? I bet you're seeing pictures now, aren't you? And yes, Eric, my special little guy, I hope you were paying, I hope my three players were really paying attention during that, because that was very important. Stadium is a buzz of energy. And like I said, it is the first time in over 500 years the stars are visible over Cyber City. There is a romance in the air. And, dare I say, hope. The despair has been broken back a little just for this night. You've made it even more special because even the moon, we are so lucky, is full. And it is that beautiful silver harvest moon, and it is shining down on that Cyber City Stadium. We're getting close to the time of opening the doors. And you know what? I changed my mind about the progress of a certain event because one of my players needs an uplifting for his character, and I'm going to do it for him. So I'm starting with Cyberpants. Cyberpants.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm going to say you were just sitting there by the stage, and I dare say that you've been lost in thought. You've been troubled. Unfortunately, no one's trying to ignore you. It's just there's so much to do, so little time left before the event starts. No one can see the look on your face until you look and you see, and you have to do a double take because you're like, really? You dress like that? There's Leroy Jenkins, but he shaved his head and he has a voodoo skull face paint on. And he has a red cape with a massive cowl behind it. And he has like a spike leather armor with massive boots. And he does the devil horn hand salute to you. He's just, but then he sees your face. picks up a bucket, turns it upside down, and sits next to you, and sits across from you, and goes, "Leroy, what's wrong?"
I'm, I think Leroy just looks reluctant to say he looks at his brother and he goes, it's kind of funny when you think about it.
"What is, bro?"
Our other selves in Jesselheim, your other self there, the biggest issue they had was they just couldn't change, and
I see what's going on here.
Here
Your brother taps your knee, gets a small smile on his face, closes his eyes, and he looks up and he goes, when I first came here, that was one of the biggest things I had to come over, is that I had to realize I wasn't Bone Meister anymore. And at first, it beat me up, knowing everything I've done, every sin I've committed. And then, of course, there's Marcus, and I have to see it. I'm not going to lie, it beat me up every day. But then Marcus came up and poured an entire bottle of water on my head and gave me a tap on the cheek and went, "You're not, here's the thing though, you're not Bone Meister here. You're Leroy Jenkins." And then he walked away from me. And I thought about it. What could he possibly mean by that? And it was you, bro, that actually finally put it all in perspective when you showed me that I had been tricked, that I had literally been Bone Meistered. How funny is that? The Bone Meister had been Bone Meistered. But then it clicked in my head. Our past selves, ourselves in Gesselheim, are who they are. We're new people. We have a new life here. And granted, we remember everything from our lives, but that's supposed to be so we have a chance to do something better now. We have past mistakes that we already have the chance to learn from. And you know what? I'm not Bone Meister anymore. I'm Leroy Jenkins. And you are Leroy motherfucking Cyberpants with that Z at the end, my most talented brother with the rockin' guitar axe. He taps your knee again. I love you, bro. Thank you for helping me realize this.
I appreciate that, Leroy. Also, we need to come up with nicknames for each other. Otherwise, this is going to get confusing the more we interact.
I know. We'll figure it out, bro. But
it's Leroy. It's more than that. I made a mistake when I first met up with Alistair and all these guys because I thought I was him. I see it. They're look around. They're keeping their distance from me.
Here's a secret, bro. I'm gonna let you know a secret. Do you know when I first came through that portal and I landed? I was tempted to just continue doing everything I did. So why are you beating yourself up? It's only normal for you to still.
Leroy, wait. He holds up his hands. Let me finish. I told them everything, even the stuff that I don't know if you know this, but Marcus. When I came here, I don't know what point you came. If your memories of him are from him, but the Lady Fairs told Marcus about what the DM is, and I told them point blank. It's not just about what's him and them. I told them point blank that at one point I told them everything because I thought it didn't matter, and now it's.
Well, that just shows you told the right people. You wouldn't be in the situation I'm in. It's sadly we talked to the wrong person, and I'm in the situation I'm in right now. So once again, it's not something to beat yourself over. We didn't realize the scope of what this really was when we landed here. I mean, who could know?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got so that's another funny thing too, because you wouldn't know about this because this is when you were trapped, my bro. But what's happening here with those of us over there coming over here? It's funny in a way because for all that time you got stopped, and don't take this the wrong way. I was free not to worry about what you do or he would do.
Bro.
I just, I don't know how I mean. I'm stressed, having trouble trying to be anything but the repentant dork with a god complex, trying to help as many people as they can, renewing old stories to be, making old stories new, and it doesn't feel the same, and I don't know. I just maybe it's just
I think I get it. But here's the thing, bro. You're not here to repair a story. This time, this is your story. You don't get to look on the outside of it this time because you're the one experiencing it. And I, for one, I'm excited to see where your story is going to go.
I think Leroy just suddenly hugs his brother.
He hugs him back.
When did you become the reasonable one? What the hell? You stole my bit. He's laughing.
It's my turn this time, bro. It's my turn. He really gets that deep bro hug on you. He lets you go. He stands up. He goes, "Now I gotta get the group ready for our performance. We'll be going on after you, actually. Bro, you're gonna do big things."
I hope so. I hope so. I'm not as invincible as I used to be.
But here's the thing, though. I think that's what makes you more approachable now. And Leroy just walks up the stage. Cyberpants, how do you feel right now?
I think Leroy is just kind of letting it all sink in, and I think he's feeling better. I think just because there's this big thing ahead, I think he's still thinking on big things to do with his powers, but I think he's thinking of just taking it slow. And maybe we're just going out for a drink after all this is over.
Then you know what? Your newfound brother would be very happy to know he has done his job. What do you want to do right now? Because we're getting to the point to where the doors are about to open. Would you like to find your compatriots, or is there anything else you would like to do?
I think what the person he wants to talk to most, it's probably better after this.
Okay. So we'll just be safe.
But I think, I think he's going to go look. He will look for the friends who led him to the second retirement home.
Perfect. All right. So we're now going to jump from Cyberpants in the stadium to now we go to where it's a buzz of setting up the for the crowd, for the audience area. We find Trevor. Trevor
is just arrives. He's tired. He's had a long few days. He says, "Let's just get He kind of says to himself, "I just really want to get this over with, so I can get at least a good nap in." He then calls up Leroy. "Hey, Leroy.
Hey, Trevor. What's up? What's up?
Did someone give you something recently? Someone we might know as covered in chrome, by any chance?"
Yeah. He gave me. We're talking about I hate that I can't remember their name.
Trevor says, "Don't say the name. Just did our chrome friend give you something?"
The one that taught. They said they had a meeting with you. That one.
Yeah.
The one was like, seeing who I apparently stopped making the world boring for. He chuckled nervously. Or yeah, you did too. Apparently, if been hearing right.
I'll tell you about that later, but I just need that thing he gave you. I'm going to go handle the cameraman situation.
All right, where do you want to meet at?
Trevor looks, is there any chance I can get backstage, do you think?
Not at this moment. It's way too buzzed with activity. You're going to have to meet Mr. Cyberpants close to near the entrances to when the people are going to come in.
Trevor is going to, can you meet me by near the entrances, or actually I have an idea. Brian, is there any bathrooms in this facility?
Yes. Do you want the first floor or second floor bathrooms?
Second floor.
All right, yeah, you can make it to the second floor easily.
Yeah. Meet me in the second floor male bathroom.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
You see,
I think we really heads that one.
I love the fact that you are heading to the bathroom. You didn't hesitate for the fact that I didn't miss a beat with that, as if I didn't plan this. So you go into the bathroom, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you see a very, very big-looking man in armor, just It's a mixture of like a green and dark green armor. He has his back to you. He's just at the stall. He's finishing up. He turns, goes to the sink, washes his hands. His big gargantuan massive hands barely fit underneath the sink. And then he turns and looks at you, Trevor.
Trevor looks at him. His part, Trevor is still kind of recovering from the black eye he gave himself. It's like
he's leaning in closer and looking at your black eye.
He's just like, can I help you, dude?
He leans back away from you. The big massive hand goes up, reaches in his pocket and pulls out an ice pack and hands it to you. And points at your eye. And points at where his eye would be under his mask.
Thank you.
The man nods. And then, once again, he looks at you, because he looks at with his intercom. After he takes one step and he goes,
"You're not a bad kid, are you, Trevor?
Trevor phrases.
Do you know who I am?"
Trevor closes his eyes. And Brian, can Trevor access all the files through his mind?
Oh, yeah, he can. Oh, yeah, you can. You definitely pull it up. There's rank number 5. There's the Doombringer right in front of you.
Trevor just shudders. I try not to be.
Do not worry. I am not here to harm you. I have been considering things as of late, and I have been watching you as a favor to my ex-wife. Do you know who my ex-wife is, Trevor?
He says nervously, who's your ex-wife?
So you don't remember that I held you when you were a child? Then Bertha is my ex-wife, Trevor. I still love her very much. It was the death of our daughter that caused our separation. I can understand it. I failed her.
Trevor kind of starts to remember. He gently puts a hand on his hand.
Another gargantuan hand covers yours.
I have been tasked, because I command the death squads, that we are supposed to take your team in. But I operate my way, Trevor. I am thinking of defecting, but I can't do it alone. I need to get the other 10 to follow with me.
Trevor nods gently. Understood.
So, I will do my best to protect you. My Alpha Squad, they are one for theatrics, so I believe I can keep this from being any form of violence. Please trust me. No harm will come to you and your friends if you trust me.
I trust you.
You can feel a gentle smile come from underneath his helmet. He actually does something that is Doombringer's never done before for other people. He twists it. I just wanted to get a good look at you with my own eye. The head that's underneath the helmet has seen years and years of combat. It's covered in scars. There's sadly no more hair left. He only has one eye left. It's horrific, honestly. Yes, you're a handsome young man, just like your father.
Trevor has a flashback when he hears his father, when he mentioned his father. A tear drops down his eye as he catches himself, He kind of takes a few moments to take a deep breath. The memory is still vivid of when he watched the brain dance of what his brother did. He then says, I'll try to keep you safe as well. What would be the name of what would Bertha used to call this character?
So he had a really, really normal name. His name was just... So...
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine.
It's either going to be Blaskowitz or Keen.
Thank you. It is Blaskowitz. So she just called him Blast.
I'll try to keep you safe, Uncle Blast, he says.
Massive gargantuan hand just ruffles your head.
I will be fine. I must go now. Team will be suspicious if I'm not back to report. They are kind of useless without their squad commander. They drive me nuts, but I love those little ones.
I hope you have fun out there, okay?
Trevor, remember, you have friends in high places, but there is risk to you. You have been burned in the solo community when one has been told that they are unhireable or that they should be avoided. They are burned. Hopefully.
I've been blacklisted, haven't I?
This is your burn notice.
Exactly.
But yes, I will work on my side to rectify this. It will take time. Be careful, Trevor.
Trevor nods.
And Blast turns to the bathroom door, gives you a thumbs up, and crouches underneath the door and shimmies his massive size out of the doorway.
Trevor thinks to himself, when are they going to accommodate buildings for people with height adjustments? Thinking of Uncle Behemoth. and how much trouble he has in getting into buildings.
We flash to Lilith and Behemoth outside. Oh, honey, I really wish they wouldn't have left us out here, because how am I going to get you in there, baby? This feels kind of racist.
Oh, no.
I think it'd be the term sizist. They're sizist.
Say, God damn it! You can hear Trevor shouting that. Behemoth just answers, "Thank you, Trevor."
Trevor just like, where's that voice coming from? Trevor is like, am I hearing? Maybe I'm starting to go crazy from that knock to my head. He immersed himself. Even
now, before Cyberpants joins you on the second floor bathroom, this is perfect because now we're going to. The camera zooms out and to another part of the stadium. We meet Alistair. He had just separated from BA. BA was actually able to get to backstage before it became a massive blur of energy. And we could hear BA cursing Alistair under his breath like, "Why didn't you warn me?"
Oh, dear.
But Alistair, you see, it's just a buzz of energy. You're seeing the crowd is getting stupid outside. And you swear on your way in, you heard a guy saying, "I got them Alistair shirts. Who want them Alistair shirts? 15 credits. You'll be looking sharp."
I have a shirt? Who? Okay. Who is yelling that and selling that?
You have enough time to go do this. So you walk outside because you're just hearing that. And you see, to your horror or maybe delight, maybe a mixture of both, you see multiple booths now of people selling Alistair merchandise. Alistair and BA merchandise, to be more exact.
It's the furries, isn't it?
And there's some there's some synthoids from Robopolis.
That admittedly is a bit of a surprise.
You'll actually be happy to know that there are plenty of synthoids in the line, and humans are being civil to them. Maybe it's because the intoxication of the stars, being able to see an actual night sky, has everyone behaving normal.
Gee, it's almost like having a cloud of chemicals over them might have been, fucking with them for the last 500 years.
Exactly. So I imagine you're going to approach the first person.
Well, I mean, he's going to be casual about it. He's not going to, confront.
Oh, no, that's what I meant. I just imagine, Alistair just, whistling his hands behind his back as he's slowly approaching them more and more till you just get within view, looking through the corner of your eye, and then you see... Okay, so what this merch is, you actually see there on one shirt, there was apparently a news feed that had you and BA's outline when you guys were doing the Giga Smasher at the Sky.
Oh my god.
And what he's done like a Van Gogh painting to merge it to like a Starry Night atmosphere.
Oh, wow.
There's that. Then there's been a chibi anime design based on that of what he assumed Alistair looks like, and it's done on some medallions. There's little Alistair, little stuffed animals.
Kind of, taps at one and pokes at one.
Giga Smasher.
Huh.
And you see a banner that says Giga Smasher, what's up with that?
If I start seeing wristbands with what would Alistair do, I'm going to have words with somebody.
I'm happy you said that because there's there's some wristbands that say WWAD.
Why do I have as he's kind of playing with one, it's like, why do I have a feeling that this is Judy's doing? Somewhere backstage, Judy just sneezes and goes, "I think Alistair found the wristbands." Well, at the very least, I'm buying one of the Starry Night t-shirts.
Oh, he's like, "Oh man, you're in luck. This is my last one." But then he looks at you, looks at the shirt, looks at you. No charge, my man.
No.
5 credits then. 5 credits then. I'm not charging you full price.
But I'm paying full price. It's only fair. And Alistair does.
This spreads the legend even more of Alistair.
I mean, he's got to, as a nomad, he has to foster good relations with people that he's trading with. So, of course, he'll haggle with the best of them, but he'll know when to acquiesce and, not.
You'll actually see these are actually some really popular items. Like, a lot of people in line are wearing these shirts. They have the wristbands. There's a lot of people with the little stuffed toys. They're poking them. You just hear, "Giga Smasher! Giga Smasher!"
I can see that that's going to probably wear thin soon. But Alistair, that's what he's thinking. He's not saying that out loud. But yeah, he's going to take the shirt and he actually bought it for BA, not for himself.
Oh, that's awesome. You get a nice commemorative bag.
Aw, excellent. He will, fold it properly, fold it nicely, and put it into the bag and, fold the bag and tuck it under his arm, bidding the stall runner an adieu before heading off.
As you head off and you go back inside through the side entrance for employees and people who are unloading, the unloading area, you head in, you see off in the distance, well, actually it's not off in the distance because you're close to a stairs to go up to the second floor. Coming down the stairs is just a massive gargantuan beast of a man wearing green armor. He looks down at you, gives you a polite nod.
Alistair nods back.
I believe you have some friends upstairs, Mr. Alistair.
Considering that I've just come from some rather enterprising individuals, I can't help but have to say the cliche line of my reputation precedes me. Sir? Question mark.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Your reputation is vast now, grandchild of Angie.
See, that part's not very surprising.
Oh, I know you very well.
Then you have me at a disadvantage, sir. Who do I have the pleasure and honor of talking to?
To those that are my enemy, I tell them to call me Doombringer. But to those I consider friend, you may call me Blast.
And to which group do I belong?
You are a friend.
Well then, Mr. Blast, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he offers his hand.
A massive gargantuan hand goes down to just like his index finger and his thumb, and he shakes your hand.
It is nice to see that Angie has such a polite grandson.
Well, I like to believe that I was raised right.
I've missed my friend.
She's doing well.
How is her health?
I always thought she was in good health until recent events revealed to me something that is bothersome. But I haven't heard of anything declining.
The Doombringer crouches down to you.
If you need assistance, I will be there. I have told Trevor I plan to defect. I must speak to the others.
He's number 5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Smasher was number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2, right.
Mm-hmm.
No. Morningstar's number 1.
Yep.
That's I was mistaken. Okay. It's like Alistair leans in and goes, having both number 5 and number 1 solos of the top 10 has given me a small, a not insignificant amount of hope that this venture will turn out well. Thank you for that.
No, thank you. It has been very long since hope was in Cyber City. We have all devolved into despair, into a normal part of our lives, as if it was ingrained in us. Thank you.
He stands.
I feel hopeful for a brighter day will encroach Cyber City. We will defeat Leonidas.
That's the plan.
Now, I must find my team. I imagine they are eating snacks, like they always do. And all I ask, Alistair, when it begins, trust me, I will make sure you and your friends will know no harm.
Alistair will nod silently and solemnly.
Blast nods back to you.
Well, other than that, let us enjoy the great music of tonight. I have not gotten to shake my booty in quite the time.
You mentioned snacks. I do recall seeing a food stall with some rather tantalizing-looking corn dogs. I mean, it's not an event without that classic food now, is it?
You had me at corn dog.
And with a smirk, he just salutes Doom Guy and heads up the stairs towards Trevor.
Oh, he tosses up to you a little cute bunny keychain.
It has a communicator to my helmet.
Another nod.
Now corn dogs are summoning me.
And he takes off.
I mean, honestly, who doesn't love a corn dog?
And honestly, I'm going to sit back and let you guys take it away now. Because at this moment, I'm going to say, Alistair, Leroy, you both arrive at the bathroom where Trevor is at.
Ferris has his ice pack over his left eye where he gave himself a black eye.
What happened to you? Is asked by Alistair as he's affixing the rabbit keychain to his keys.
He kind of just like... it's a very, very long story. I don't want to get into it right now. I'm sorry. I'm just tired and just...
Is it long or is it convoluted? Because there is a difference.
He just kind of looks at you and is like, it's complicated. I'll
Fair
explain it
enough.
at a later time. I don't want to. I want to make sure we're at least in a room where we're not going to be bugged or anything. So
That doesn't have anything to do with the sheer mountain of meat and muscle that I just passed on the stairs, does it?
Uncle Blast? No, I
Uncle.
he dated Bertha. I have a habit of calling anyone who dates Bertha uncle. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's
Considering that I call aunt and uncle the top former cyber running team, I can relate.
I do the same a little bit too. So
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for Cider Pants to get here.
How is Leroy doing?
I don't know. I've been pretty much doing with a lot of my own shit lately.
Sorry, guys. 1 second.
You're fine, Sean.
No, take your time. No rush,
Yeah.
man. Back into character.
Today has been busy, hasn't it?
Yeah, trust me.
Oh, I do.
You try holding a grenade to one of the most dangerous men in this city.
Oh, gosh, if you want to talk about busy, I have undone a clandestine group of warriors. I have gathered people to our cause. I have traveled all around the city. I'm swamped.
Yeah. I'm not any...
I know my
Right
grandmother
now.
said I should come to the city and be a beacon, but have you seen the outside?
You mean outside the city?
No, I mean outside the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
In my life, I have never expected to see merchandise with this face or my name plastered upon it. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Well, that could be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound rude, but the more well-known you are, the more you are likely to be noticed on the streets. And I'm not meaning that in a good way.
Actually, this is a really good moment for me to do this because in the corner of the bathroom stall, there's a hologram for the news. And well, hello there, everyone. This is your very favorite news anchor, Action Bronson. Action Bronson. Ha! It has been an exciting day in Cyber City, everyone. Is there a new beacon in hope in town? I, for one, hope so. Look at these two gentlemen as they literally fire off into the sky. We have never seen a spectacle as this before. Who are these two enigmatic gentlemen? They appear to be nomads, but where have they gotten such technology? And yet, why are they helping the town? And what does Damien Leonidas feel about all this? Oh, and I'm getting word now that there is a new candidate announcing his foot into the race. Let's go now. I have a dream that everyone in Cyber City will be a free human being, that we will no longer be shackled by the torments of the corporations. We will dismantle You Belong to Us brick by brick. I'm coming for you, Leonidas. John Cougar Mellencamp, voice of the people. This has been Action Bronson with your news today. Have a good day. Does that answer your question, Trevor?
Trevor just nods. He kind of just checks his pockets for a cigarette and realizes he's out. Oh, damn it.
And with that, Cyber Pants joins you guys in the bathroom.
Oh, hey, Alistair, Trevor. You got it here. And he holds it up.
He hands you... Brian, do I still have that one last chocolate bar, or did...
of course you do. No, you have one last chocolate bar.
I give it to Sour Pants. I'm going to deal with that information you got from our shiny friend. All right? I want you to do your best out there. Does Leroy notice that Trevor has a black eye?
I mean, it's kind of obvious, I would say.
You have a really big shiner, man. No one would miss this.
You probably have a good Popeye squint going on because of it, too.
It's just starting now to turn black and blue as well, so it's just ill.
How long do you think it would take my nanites to repair my skin and flashy bits for my eye? Because I have a synthetic weave. Remember?
Okay,
Brian?
so it won't take long for it to happen. You just have to let them do their damn job.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you're subconsciously holding it back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was going to say, meanwhile, Leroy comes in on Alistair just massaging his temples after the news reports. It's like, oh, God damn it.
Yep, you just see now on the news feed, it just shows clips of John Cougar Camp's speech, pictures of Leroy and BA, their outline of them firing a massive laser into the sky. Who are these here? Are they heroes? Are they terrorists? Who are they?
God.
Does Trevor recognize BA by any chance?
Yes, you do. Oh, and then you see a wanted poster for Trevor.
Oh, shit.
And then I'll let you guys get back to it.
I have to ask how much is on the wanted poster.
Trevor just looks at you.
Okay, so this is for Trevor. Trevor, you're reading the information that's on the wanted poster, and there's only one asshole who would write all this information like this. You recognize Commissioner Kirby's wording. You know he's the one who wrote this wanted poster.
A bitch.
Sorry. So,
Oh, and you just got a text message, Trevor. You just see one. It just says one thing. Pollo,
really?
Trevor just goes, "Oh, fuck you, you son of a..." Like he says under his breath. Like Trevor is now gonna be. Can I make a quick phone call real quickly?
Of course you can, dude. I'm not I'm not making us rush, dude. You have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna call Auntie Hemlock.
Yeah. You do that. Alistair's going to give you privacy, and he's going to talk to Leroy. Hey,
can I get that drive real quickly? He hands his hand.
Leroy tosses it over.
He just grabs it. Thank you. I got a... by chance, can I borrow disguise by any chance? Or can you do some of your little magic mojo to kind of give me kind of a impromptu disguise? Because I'd rather not get arrested.
Holy shit, that's genius. Actually, dude, you're talking to the right person. Leroy, you could easily do that for him.
Also, Alistair can help out because he can provide the fashion. So Alistair looks to Leroy. You want to do his makeover while I do his glow up?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Awesome.
Leroy has no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
So, Leroy, I would like to think you touch Trevor's shoulder, and Trevor, your chin grows and grows. You just get you turn into a Chad in your face. You get the Chad face.
She had an idea.
You are now Trevor Chad.
I actually had an idea.
Guys, I don't want you to worry about having to do it. Now, for the sake of the game, we all just hear how Trevor normally is. But outside of it, what everyone hears is basically that Markiplier doing the supervillain voice. It's just, hello.
Oh, God.
So that's what the voice is coming across to what they hear.
Would that be effective? Is that like an illusion or something? Or am I actually looking?
It's kind of, no, the way I understand how Leroy's powers work is that you are being affected by this. It's basically the nanites redoing it.
Exactly.
I was going to do a full-on, what was it,
Wait, hold on. I do apologize. We should probably let Sean handle this because this is his character we're talking about.
My apologies. Sean, my apologies.
Sorry, what?
What would you want my character to temporarily look like?
No, I like what Eric was suggesting, the chat. I like the suggestion of the chat.
That makes me so happy. I'm so happy, Sean. Thank you.
You got the prominent chin, my dude.
Trevor's going to give you a
no, I'm not. You do not look anything like how you normally would. So this is a perfect disguise, dude, for your face.
Trevor just looks like, damn it, I look like a meme. He's just
damn it, ow, my face, I'm laughing too hard.
It's like he kind of just looks in the mirror. It's like, I mean, it's going to do, but you better restore my face back to normal when this is all over.
I'm sorry, I have to do this. Just off in the distance, you hear, here comes the Crimson Chin.
Same.
And Trevor goes like, am I hearing things again?
Probably. Come on.
Hard. It's like Trevor's going like, did I give myself a concussion? Because I was going to hear shit.
You probably are. Come on. And Alistair grabs the two of them and pulls them out of the bathroom downstairs to where he and BA are keeping his things to give him a new outfit.
Ooh, take it away, Alistair. What kind of outfit do you hook him up with?
Okay, so firstly, I would like to set this up as more of a role play thing. So we're probably in a back room, going through some of the costumes and outfits that we've gathered. I do recall Alistair said that he took care of the clothing when Leroy reyouthened the thing. So it's probably some extras there. Now, as we're in there, Alistair has set Trevor Chad up in front of the two of them with a mirror behind him, and Alistair and Leroy are sitting and looking at him and looking off to the side at some of the outfits. And Alistair, as he's, looking through some of the fabrics and kind of holding it up against Trevor, goes, "So, tell us about your day, Leroy. We've been kind of busy, but I've been wondering what you've been up to." Crimson? No, Crimson, that's stupid. You hear a snap of a measuring tape. It's like, "All right, time for your inseam."
Oh, no.
Trevor just looks at him. My
so
what?
It's like, just don't flinch.
I know what it is, but Trevor doesn't. I feel this accurate concern. Just like he looks concerned.
The concern meme.
I'm gonna give it to John now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, no, my bad. I just wanted to make, because they were just asking how Leroy's day was.
You too, huh?
Yeah. Still working out some things.
So, what are you working through? I mean, with everything that's been happening lately, I'm sure we all have things we're working through, but that doesn't mean we can't help each other out if we need to, right?
Yeah, that's true. Just working through some things I figured out. You were right. You were right, Alistair, but not in the way you thought.
I mean, I usually am right, but please tell me exactly how I was and wasn't correct on this time. What color are your eyes, Trevor? And he grabs Trevor by the chin and looks at him.
Or hazel.
Are they hazel now, though, with the disguise or not, though, is the question.
Ooh, what kind of color is a chat eye? Blue.
Basically, fake Freddy.
Fair enough. So, well,
Why do I picture like I'm gonna look like a Baki character for some reason?
It's like they're blue now.
Admittedly, my understanding of technology is very basic compared to y'all since you grew up with it. But yeah, what is the terms? The difference between copy and cut.
Like with documents and photo manipulation.
Yeah, like with file systems and stuff. I thought I was a cut. I'm a copy.
All right. Well, you do know that when you cut something, it automatically copies it as well. It just does the extra step of removing that data from it, but it also copies that data so you can paste it elsewhere. Maybe this gold.
True, but I mean is
gold
like
are complementary. No.
When
Green?
I figured out whatever the Leonidas is doing with that reactor, it's I'm not for, or it's how to put it. Best way to put it. It's like
Well, take your time, find your words. It wouldn't do to rush the explanation and get it wrong.
I'm not the DM, but I am a copy of the DM, as it were. That's what I realized when my brother was talking about all this stuff. The world. I am a.
I think I get what you're saying. You believed you had been transported. What you found out was that a copy of the DM's essence had been transported, and you are that copy.
Yeah, my world is that's what I think. That's what Leonidas is doing with that reactor. Is he's feeding off of these copies, and that's what's making him get stronger. Is that
Trevor?
My world is kind of, it's like, or like paint. It's like paint with like easel. You got, if you're working with watercolors, everything kind of mixes together a little bit, and it's more kind of like
that explanation you just gave, Sean, was perfect, and that allows me to do this segue real quick because
Brian,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Brian,
sorry to
before
interrupt. I do apologize for interrupt. Trevor just looks at both of them and puts a finger to his lips. We should be careful when we talk about this stuff. I'm not trying to sound rude.
Oh no!
I was bugged recently, and I got debugged by our Chrome friend here. So we need to be very careful not to say too much. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do apologize.
No. It's all good.
But
I will say this, Alistair. I think your gal pal. I think that might be why.
Which one? Apparently, I have at least 3 of them.
The one with the stompers and the big ears.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Okay, so you guys are really going to love this. So the way this is going to work is that, because this is at the point where a normal episode stops, so this is where the episode fades off where you guys are in the bathroom. And then I'm going to edit all this out because I'm going to do another intro now. Because a very important scene is going to happen because Sean just allowed me to finally be able to do this. And I think you're going to actually get a big piece of inspiration from this, Sean. So, well, listeners, that last episode ended off on some very interesting revelations in Cyber Cities, did it not? Well, because of that, I have to actually go to a certain person. Because as the Leroy mentioned, the reactor, it is firing up with even more activity. Lights are going off, and then there's a pipe that hasn't been used for so very long, fills up with activity, and it goes down, 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 deep to an ancient-looking ship, and fires it up with life. And you see a being that looked like it was fused with the pillar, about 11 feet tall and so very slim, pulls himself out from the middle of the pillar with so many pipes hooked up to his back. He slowly walks to a screen, and he sees those three lovable characters, Trevor, Alistair, and Leroy, talking in the bathroom. And this figure, who has revealed himself to be Plagius, looks at the screen, specifically at Leroy, and touches it. And all he says is,
He says what?
DM.
I will win. Now I've made you weak.
What the hell?
Oh dear.
This is my world now. DM, our game will finally end. I will have vengeance for her.
and he goes
What?
back.
This sounds like some big, deep lore.
Son of a bitch, Brian.
Oh, did he pull a U on you? How's it feel, Sean?
No, he pulled it on all of us. Eric, think about it. Think about the end of the last Castor Mart arc.
Oh,
I just
no.
said her.
Oh no!
Oh,
Where's there?
What
no.
did you do, Sean?
Vengeance
did
will
you
be his,
do?
DM. Vengeance will be his.
Oh wait!
No,
Wait.
I didn't do anything. We did something. We are suffering the consequences of going the pacifist route.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, I thought I
no.
ate him though, like as Frank.
No.
No.
Or were we thinking?
No.
If I remember correctly, we're talking about the lore worm.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm talking about. No, I ate the.
But-
like,
You ate
No,
the stand, dude.
You ate
No,
the
I thought
stand.
I-
Wait,
no,
but
I-
we gave them. That doesn't make sense. 'Cause
They came
gave-
to another. They came to another world.
I thought I ate.
Yeah,
John
but then
Jar
when did she? When did she be alive?
Remember how I told you they were aliens? So Plagius is one of the four horsemen. Each one of them comes from a race of aliens that watched their civilization come to ruin, and they
Right.
lost everything. He thinks he was lied to. He didn't get his
Oh.
happy ending, so he's gonna
Oh.
fucking make one.
I see. So, if I recall correctly, Dice, you did eat the stand.
No, I
Garfield.
recalled eating Jar Jar.
No,
Arbuckle
you changed
and
that.
the stand.
We changed that, dude. So he didn't die.
Oh, I thought I ate him.
No.
Well, I mean, actually, technically, Squishy ate him.
Yeah, Squishy ate the stand.
Just the stand. So John and the lore worm survived, and we gave them a new world.
Yep.
To
Tough.
be
I mean, you need
together
to
in.
finish those Castor Mart things before we
Yep.
get this far.
Mhm.
You have to release that, or otherwise this won't make any sense, Brian.
Oh, God, I know, man. I'm gonna get it released.
I'm
But
just
yes.
thinking this is like, I thought it. Wait, if I ate his stand, did it technically speak I ate a portion of his soul?
Maybe just the bad parts.
But yes,
Or the
Kind
tasty
of-
parts?
in another,
Kind of like cutting off the mold of hard cheese. You can still eat the cheese, just not the bad part.
But yes,
So,
in
like, I
another-
basically left all the bad parts, but I ate the good part. Like,
Yes.
I ate the tasty little soul. Well, Squishy ate the soul.
But yes, his beloved bride, they lived in a civilization. They were so happy, but then a horrifyingly bad plague just wiped out everything in their corner of the universe and just left the entity known now as Plagius.
Oh dear.
But yes, but oh my God, that Sean, your reaction was amazing. But yes, he is upset about the lore worm. It's all that. Yeah.
Didn't we give her to Damien? Not this Damien, the other Damien.
No.
We gave to. I'm not sure if we just. It's because we retcon things, or.
But so this is the canon. We'll just say this is the canon route that it was supposed to go. Oh yes, we go back to you guys in the bathroom. Just wanted to put that in your mind, Leroy.
Fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I think the girls with their nails done now.